Welcome back, I'm Gabby Bear, and this is the third and hopefully final part to Duck Detective, The Secret Salami. Today, we are hopefully going to unravel the rest of these threads and hopefully tie up some loose ends. So, with that, let's just jump right in. So, as we left off, we had realized that Sophie got kidnapped, but we don't have the clues yet to actually fill this out, but we're pretty sure she got kidnapped because she had this letter that was threatening her. Ooh, wait a minute. The handwriting on these two is pretty similar, so I think maybe the Salami Bandit was the one who kidnapped her. So maybe if we find one, we find the other. Okay. And where we had also left off was we were trying to figure out what the code to this is. And I think this might have to do with the number of people in the different sections. But like I am almost certain there's only, Freddy said he's the only one in operations, right? And then you only have Margaret and Laura in customer service. But we don't know how many bus drivers there are yet, but I think I remember seeing a clue earlier, and I just want to go back and confirm it first. Let's see. Margaret, what are you freaking out about?
What do you think of this note?
It's no surprise she's left, is it? Would you want to work with someone you've dated in the past?
I mean, yeah, that would be pretty awkward. Ooh, wait a minute, we can get in Freddy's desk. Is it stalking if he just like follows you? Well, yeah, kinda actually. Looking for a job, we'll do almost anything. Buy my book. Throw bread to the fine beak of Lady Justice. Crime and thrillers. Murder at the Beaver's Dam. When the dam broke, Beaver Bikel lost his mind. Kidnapping and a kingpin. Never kidnap a kingpin on his birthday. That is approaching tongue twister.
Really obsessed with detectives.
I mean, he and Margaret have something strongly in common.
It's a list of all the bus drivers. The most busy driver out
Oh, that was what I was looking for. Yeah.
Petrovich.
So there are 4 of them, right? So let's go back and see if maybe that has anything to do with the code. Which you'll have to change your code every single time you. Oh no. You have to change your code every single time you hire or fire someone. That would be a pain in the butt. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to fire anyone. He's like, no, absolutely not. It ain't worth it. Ha ha ha. Figured it out.
I did it! Oh, I always wanted to open a ridiculously big safe.
I want to
Let's
open
see
one of
what
those safes
secrets
that
he
is
has
like
in
the
here.
size of a wall. You know what I mean? Like an entire room. I want to open one of those big old doors that you need like basically machines to open. I maybe play too much Fallout. Ooh, server room key. Dear Ingrid, I know I haven't been there for you and the kids recently, but things are looking up. I would love to take you on a romantic getaway to Hollandaise. Love, Manfred. And again with the blue and the handwriting, I think maybe Manfred's the Salami Bandit. Something up. Demands. Employee of the month. TV in my room. Keep quiet about the thing. Do all these things and nothing will happen. Interesting. The thing.
Awful lot of security for a branch manager of a bus company. Wait, this keychain. Here it is.
Ooh.
The key for the server room.
Nice. Okay, so that means, ooh, we have enough clues for the receptionist now. Finally. Because I think Sophie got kidnapped because Sophie wanted to sneak. She's like, nah, I'm going to the cops.
Sophie got
Absolutely not.
kidnapped. There must be more to this.
More business. Well, let's go see if we can find some more clues. Every duck has a unique footprint. Okay. Let's see what's out here before we go all the way over to the server room and ask him about the letter.
Have you seen Sophie's resignation?
No. I can't say it comes at a surprise. She never particularly enjoyed her job. It's difficult finding replacements nowadays.
He has said that so many times. He has a hard time finding replacements. I'm thinking, with the mafia vibes that he was given from the start of the game, I'm thinking that he is indeed the Salami Bandit. Got nothing to ask them. Let's just go straight into the server room.
Let's see what's hidden in here.
What are you doing?
Secret detective business.
The security around here is extremely lax.
The electrical sparks and blinking lights created a claustrophobic atmosphere. I definitely felt that I wasn't supposed to be here.
Mysterious.
What's he keeping in all these boxes?
More boxes? Could be. You know, I don't think it's supposed to be sparking.
I don't think it's meant to do this.
I'm pretty sure anyone who works with these things would be having a heart attack looking at this nightmare. What is it doing sitting on top of the wires? This is a disaster. Just gotta trash the place a little bit.
Honestly, this is
that a
nicer
hot
than my
plate?
apartment.
I think that's a hot plate. Ew. Oh, ooh. Looking rough, bud. Again with the fingernails, man. It's such a goofy detail. I love and hate it at the same time. Huh. Poor.
Has that been there the whole day?
Yeah, probably. Easy. Bear bus, 100 Schmark voucher. New unused 100 Schmark voucher. Now selling for 80 Schmark. So he's selling some, like, interesting, some discount vouchers. Lisa, how to delete eBay selling history. Dad, this is not Google. Computer illiterate. Is that? That's like a duck, or it could be a penguin. So maybe this is Rufus's computer. So is Rufus selling vouchers?
What's up with these Bearbus vouchers on eBay?
That is a good question. It seems like we have enough clues to figure this out. So, I think Rufus is the one. So Rufus is selling like vouchers, right? And Margaret told him to delete everything, right? Wait. No, not that. Yes. So Margaret was telling him to delete everything, and she's got these vouchers open, right? So I think Margaret's the one supplying Rufus with the vouchers. And he is blackmailing Manfred with that letter. It was like, I want employee of the month, and guess what? He got employee of the month.
Margaret were doing with the vouchers.
Interesting.
That might be illegal, but this wasn't what I was here for. I
Isn't
needed to
that
catch
always
the
the way?
salami
You're
bandit.
investigating one thing and you find
I
10 other
quickly
things
needed
going
to
on.
find out where Sophie was being kept. I also couldn't let the salami bandit get away with this.
Gotta figure
It was
this out.
finally time to find out who was behind everything.
I think I know. Ooh. Let's just do a quick roundup and see if there's anything more I can ask anyone or...
What are you doing in there? Snooping around, are we?
Yes.
That room is strictly off limits. I even put up posters.
This is for important detective work.
Ah, the ultimate security. Posters. Well, Rufus has run off pretty quickly. Can I leave
I
yet?
can't leave now.
No.
I need to solve the case.
Okay. So I don't have anything I can ask them yet. Let's see if there's anyone else I can talk to. Pulling a duck more than 7 times is theoretically impossible. So nothing for her. Nothing from him. Do I have nothing from anyone? I mean, I know I have enough clues to solve everything. Ooh, Freddy, my boy!
What do you think of Sophie's resignation?
Oh? I guess Boris was overdoing it a bit with that present. I did tell him to cool off a bit. Why are people not listening to me?
I don't know, Freddy. More people should listen to you. You're such a good boy. If you drop a duck, it will always land pointing north. I wish not to test this theory. No? Okay. I guess we can go ahead and try to solve all this. The kidnap. Sophie is at blank's blank. Blank of blank. Okay. Yeah. Salami Bandit. I think Manfred is the Salami Bandit because the Salami Bandit and his handwriting are identical. Haha.
Manfred is the salami bandit. That makes a lot of sense.
He has
Ironic
expensive taste
that
and
his
has to
handwritten
maintain
note
it.
meant to frame Fredersen ended up incriminating Manfred instead.
Rookie mistake using the same pen and handwriting. Sophie is... So we didn't see her anywhere else in the office, and this is closed, which it was open earlier. So I'm thinking that Sophie is in the bus. At Fairbus's office. Under a bus. In a bus. There we go.
Oh my God! That's
Let's
where
get her
she's
out of
being
there.
kept. It's important that I stayed calm now. I couldn't alert the culprit, or all of this will have been for nothing. I needed to first figure out who is behind everything, so I could confront them. Something was missing here. Who else was involved with this?
Okay, so
I
we
had
know
collected everything
Sophie
I
was
needed.
involved because she was like,
Just had to organize my
I'm going
thoughts.
to the cops, right? So we know that Sophie was involved. So Sophie is the Salami Bandit's accomplice because she used to date Boris, and the Salami Bandit needed someone who could convince Boris into helping. Aha! Okay.
I couldn't believe Sophie managed to talk Boris into this.
That is messed up. Also, poor Boris. So Boris is the other accomplice then, right? Accomplice because Salami Bandit needed someone who could easily carry out the importing of the salamis.
The salami bandit wasn't working alone.
Ooh.
It made sense for the bus driver to be involved. Aha! I had it all figured out now. It was time that I confront the culprits. But first,
Put an end to this.
I had to free Sophie.
out here?
Has there been a murder?
Why is everyone yelling?
I think she'd be
It's so
excited if there
dramatic.
was a murder. She
It's
seems a little obsessed.
kind of a long story.
And guess who deduced said long story? The one and only Duck Detective.
Read the room.
This is how everything went down. The Bretzel Bearbus branch was suffering losses and had their budget cut as a result. Manfred, worried about the financial stability of his family, felt himself backed into a corner. This is when he became the Salami Bandit. He made his grand plan of salami smuggling and realized he couldn't do this alone. He recruited Boris, since it would be easiest for the bus driver to load and unload the wares discreetly. The bus would go through a customs check at the Salsiccia bus station first. And then, Boris would take a detour to get the salami and load it onto the bus. This is why the buses always had a huge delay. It wouldn't be easy to talk Boris into crime, so Manfred convinced Sophie to join the team. Boris's obsession with her would make it easy for her to manipulate him into helping with their plan.
Wow.
Everything was going well until the Duck Detective, that's me, infiltrated the office. Freddie was
Infiltrated?
meant
Are
to
you
be the
sure?
scapegoat for the crime, but I'm not fooled that easily. Sophie began getting cold feet and ultimately wanted to confess to the police. Manfred couldn't have this, so he interfered. In an
Okay, but,
outburst
like,
of panic, he
yeah,
abducted her.
So he
and
abducted
hid
her,
in the
right?
luggage compartment of
And
one
like,
of the buses.
what next? Like,
And
what are you
this
gonna do
is
now?
why Manfred stole Laura's lunch.
I guess he could threaten her into not going to the cops, but I mean, I would
Everything is figured
super go to
out,
the cops at that
but
point.
Who is truly
Like-
guilty? Manfred.
Like,
Sophie,
what is he gonna do?
and
Let her go
Boris
and then
are
she's just
all
gonna go
involved
straight
in
to
the
the cops?
smuggling.
'Cause, I mean, I would.
Who should get
Or
arrested for
is he
their
going to kill
crimes?
her? Which
Manfred
would get
is
rid of the
best
witness and the
behind
snitch, but
everything.
like, then you got
Should
bigger problems on your
Manfred get
hands.
arrested?
Yeah, absolutely. He's doing a
He
smuggling
is the
operation.
reason this all started in the first place. Of course, he should be arrested. What about Sophie?
She was
Without
wittingly
her, the
involved
smuggling wouldn't
in,
have been
again, the
possible.
smuggling operation.
She
So, yes.
manipulated
And
poor
she was
Boris
a fucking
into
honeypot.
taking the salami across
Sorry
the
for the
border.
language.
Should Sophie get arrested?
Yeah.
What she did was clearly illegal. She needs to face the consequences. Boris was at the end of the chain. Had he refused to take the salami on board, the plan would have not worked out. Should Boris get arrested?
Here's my thoughts. He should get arrested because he was involved in the smuggling operation. However, I think maybe he could get some kind of plea deal. Maybe. Because, like,
He might have not realized what
Exactly.
was going on entirely. But that doesn't mean he's not liable for engaging in the smuggling.
exactly.
All right, I've made up my mind. I will report to the state police. Manfred! Sophie! Boris!
And I do it again! Anything to secure my family's well-being.
I mean,
I'm not sure grand-scale salami smuggling was necessary for that.
exactly.
How else was I going to cope with all the budget cuts?
I don't
If anyone
know.
actually worked in this office, we wouldn't have such terrible performance in the first place.
Exactly.
Hey, I work.
Yes, and then you keep asking for promotions. How am I going to give anyone a promotion if we have people baking cakes during working hours?
You're
And while
wrong.
we're at it, Rufus, how dare you embezzle money from the company and then threaten me?
He's trying to throw everyone else under the bus too, but like, bro.
Rufus said we're only doing that until his book takes off. And then I'll play the lead
Frankly,
alien in the movie adaptation.
Rufus and Margaret should
Look
also
who's
get
going to
arrested.
jail now,
It seems
Mad
like
Fred.
Laura and Freddy are the
Not
only
me,
like
that's for
sort of
sure.
innocent ones in the office, although Laura is unhinged enough that I think she's not innocent of probably other things that we haven't seen. I don't know, man. She is a little
What is this?
unhinged.
If I had known that calling the duck detective
Like a
would
poorly
result in
maintained door.
this, I would have never done it. You were supposed to find out who stole my lunch, not accuse my best friend of smuggling.
Accuse or discover that she is smuggling?
I knew this was a bad idea from the beginning. Why did Boris have to lose the bag? My God, he is such an idiot!
And you are
I had
kind of
no
a jerk.
idea it was that important. Why didn't anyone tell me about the plan? You said your cousin was ill, and the only thing that would make her happy was the salsiccia salamis.
I should have known. If you're stupid enough to believe that, then you're also too stupid to bring a couple sausages across the border.
Girl.
Wow, you really did quack the case, Mr. Duck Detective.
Freddy.
Just as cool as I imagined.
Not now, Fredderson.
Oh, my boy Freddy.
The truth. The truth is an ugly mistress. But it is my duty to throw bread to the fine beak of Lady Justice.
So 98% of players who wanted to arrest Manfred. That is interesting that 2% were like, no. You know? Like, he is knowingly involved in a smuggling operation. I wonder what their reasoning was for saying no. And then you have 2/3 of players think that Sophie should be arrested, which makes sense. She was, again, involved in the smuggling operation. I'm still a little surprised that a whole third were like, no, let's not arrest her. Because she was, like, involved, and she was, like, kind of a honeypot to get Boris involved as well. And what's even more interesting is that more people are saying that Boris should have been arrested. I would have thought that it would be, like, decreasing across these three, but no, it goes back up. Interesting. Because, I mean, Boris got talked into it, and it sounds like he got tricked into it by Sophie saying, like, oh, well, like, you know, a family member's sick, and they could really use this. So, like, he's not even knowingly involved in the whole smuggling opera. But at the same time, he would know that you can't carry meat across the border. So, all three should be arrested, in my opinion. Whether or not they get, you know, lighter sentences is a separate matter. But anyway, so looks like that was that, and that was Duck Detective: The Secret Salami. And that was a really cute game. I'm glad I went back and played this first game through and got to see kind of where Duck Detective came from and where he met Freddy, my boy, Freddy. That was a nice, short, sweet game, and I'm actually looking forward to what games I'm going to play next. I still haven't quite decided yet. I have date everything, but I'm currently playing through that on my own to kind of verify that I can even put this on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I can, with some caveats. But that is a whole separate discussion for a whole separate... Ooh,
Crap.
end scenes.
I completely forgot to collect my payment from Laura. Everybody already went home.
Rip.
How am I going to pay for the bus? Guess I'm walking home.
Aw, poor bud. Freddy, my boy.
Need a ride? I just booked this one. It's been such a long day after all.
Aw. Come on, he means well. Come on.
Come on, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Plus, you must be tired after all the detective work.
really don't.
Please?
Yeah, fine.
Great! Now I finally have time to tell you all about my ideas for your social media.
Please don't.
I could get you tons of publicity.
No.
And imagine, we can team up,
Absolutely not.
and I can be your sidekick.
Come on, he's so excited. The end. And with that, Duck Detective, The Secret Salami comes to a close. And like I was saying earlier, I really like that this was like a short, sweet game. It was something I could take in bite sizes, because I play on my own. I play a lot of very large games. You know, like Fallout 4, I've put a couple hundred hours into. Sims 4, which I will likely play on this channel at some point, I've put an embarrassing number of hours into. And just a whole bunch of games. Witcher 3 is probably one of my favorites, and I, again, probably, it would take me a while to count how many hours I've put into that. So being able to play like a nice short, like hour, 2-hour game is like a good change of pace. So anyway, with that, I will see you guys next time once I finally decide what I'm going to play next. Bye!